So in the last video we set this up enemy. Okay, if I select the enemy, okay, he should go to the left side and the player should jump. Okay, player should jump. If he collide with this enemy, the game ends. Okay, so I'm gonna spawn enemy over here. Also enemy should able to move to the left side. Okay, to do that we have created the enemy script in the last video, and we have defined it a value of that. Okay, so if I just open up the enemy scripts once more, over here you can see. Okay, so in order to move left side, we need to go to transform component and the position of x. As you can see, if I decrease the a position of x, he just moving left. So we need to go to transform component of this enemy. So let's open up the script once more. So what we're gonna do, we're going to transform. Okay, transform dot translate. Okay, transform dot translate. Okay, transform dot translate. This function. Okay, this function takes a direction. Okay, so as we know, this gonna move left. Okay, this gonna move left. So what we can do, we will put a negative value, like so this should be two-dimensional data. So vector 2 dot left. What does this vector 2 dot left mean? This means this will be minus 1 and -1 in the x direction, and the y direction is 0, because we don't want to move the enemy in y direction, we just only want to move it left direction. So vector 2 is like minus 1 in the x direction. Okay, and in the y direction is 0. We also need to multiply it by speed with this speed. Okay, and this is speed, how much we should go in the left direction. So we're gonna multiply it by the amount of speed. Okay, and the semicolon, and you have to end it up with semicolon. Okay, and control s on your keyboard. Control s on your keyboard. Also this update function run again and again and again. Okay, that's why. So if I head back to Unity, you can able to see. Just wait for compiling it. Just wait a bit for compiling. So it's compiling. It's compiling. Okay, so if we play in the top of the three button over here, just click on the play button. It will play the game. uh, this enemy will should able to move left. Okay, as you can see, this is we are so fast, because in every frame we are multiplying by this is speed. Okay, and let's suppose in the first we go to -1 into 5, so this goes -5, and the next frame -5 into 5, which is 5 into 5 minus 25 is speed. Okay, and the third one minus 25 into 5, which become, I guess, minus 125. So this is too much. So in order to restrict the speed, we also need to multiply it by time dot delta time. So it will move in just only 5 frame, just only 5 amount. Okay, so if I head back to Unity, you can able to see that uh, can able to see that. Just compiling. So in the play mode, we're gonna play. It's gonna take time. As you can see, he just moves slowly, like 5 unit. Okay, 5 unit. So I'm gonna unplay this. Okay, so we also need info about what we hit with the enemy or player. So we will go to player script, open that up. So this is player script. Okay, player script. In the on collision enter to 2D, this function is responsible for if player collide with something, this function will call. So we gonna do if other dot collider dot tag is equals to enemy. Okay, enemy. So if we collided with whatever the collider is, if the tag that if the collider has tag enemy, if the collider has tag enemy, then we gonna the player will die, right? So we're gonna firstly print out a message. Okay, if it's working or not, so to print out a message, we write debug. Okay, debug dot lock. Okay, and then brackets. In the brackets, whatever you write, it will print out on console. Okay, let's say player hit with 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 something like enemy. Okay, player hit with enemy. So player hit with enemy. So we are going to other. Okay, collider and tag. And if the collider has tag enemy, so this message will print out player hit with enemy. This message will print out on console. Also, don't forget to control S on your keyboard. This function only runs whenever the something collide. Okay, so let's head back to Unity. And you will able to see. Okay, it it will take bit amount of time for compiling it. Okay, so we what we did, enemy tag enemy. So we also have to tag this enemy to enemy. Over here you can see the tag. Okay, this is untagged. So what we gonna do, we're gonna tag this as enemy. So click on that, add tag. Okay, in the plus icon, select enemy, and then save it. Okay, save it and go back to again enemy, and press on untagged and assign that to enemy. Okay, now the enemy has enemy tag. Okay, and go to console. You can, over here is the console. If you mess around with anything, go to window, and then in general you can find the console. Okay, control shift plus C also bring up the console. So we are in console. Hit play let's hit play. We able to see that that message if the player collide with the tag with enemy, right? So let's see. As we can see, player hit with enemy. So this is working. This means this is working. Okay, so this is for now.